Hello, my friends. How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC25 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. I believe it's episode number 64 today. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're all doing well, having a good start to your week. Let's get into today's episode. Now, if you enjoy it, you know the rules. Hit me with a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And basically, this team is going to play some games. I'm going to do a little hero pack. Why not? Because there's an uncapped hero in the SBC section now. And then also towards the end of the video, hallelujah, player picks are back. Finally, we get something to sort of grind. I have to say I'm pretty happy with that. So over the last couple of days, couple of things have sort of made their way back into the game. Obviously, we now have the player picks as of last night. But the night before, we kind of got like almost like the return of League SBCs with the that Matthias Tell. Is it Matthias Tell? Well, the guy called Tell, who I believe plays for Bayern, got a very, very good looking card. And it's sort of like based around French Ligue 1, League SBC kind of. So check your club. If you're not interested in that SBC, if it doesn't do it for you, at least check your club for bronze and silver players from specific French clubs. If you have a little look in that actual SBC, you'll figure out what clubs are particularly needed. If you've got any tradable players, some of them have risen quite a lot. It's a good chance for you to either use them in the SBC and have a bit of fun, do get some little packs back, and then of course get that Tell cards, or of course you could sell up and make yourself some extra coinage that you wouldn't have otherwise realized that you could have got. So in my opinion, maybe some of the packs aren't the greatest. I haven't fully been through it, but maybe some of the packs aren't the greatest, and if you've got to go out and buy players, then yeah, I'm guessing it's quite expensive. But I do like the just sitting back there, that little idea that League SBCs could be sort of on their way back as a bit of a nostalgic kind of thing. We always used to enjoy those. Remember when you used to have to submit basically every single club in like La Liga, and then you would get yourself a Luis Suarez? That was some great times. Anyway, I get a striker from Poland from the Bundesliga from my hero pack, and instantly I'm like, aha, Smolarek. Didn't know what rating he was. I had a feeling that he was either 86 or 89, so I didn't know at the very moment, like, should I be happy with this or not? And I have to say, I'm kind of like, yeah, not bad. We have just got Harry Kane, so we've now got a strong link Bundesliga striker to link to him if we did want to use this card. It's got the, oh man, what is that Playstyle Plus called? I'll move over to it in a minute. Oh, it's Press Proven, isn't it? Press Proven Plus, which basically means his left stick dribbling in and around pressure situations becomes very, very good. So that could be all right. And I was quite pleased to see that he was, what, like 170, 180,000 coins, which means that value for the SBC has been achieved. I'm pretty sure it's less than that many coins, maybe. Not that I spent any coins on it. I just had fodder in the club, of course, after spending all my coins in the store. So I did play a little game of Rivals. Now, there was a part of me which got a little bit excited. I saw something was called Quick Rush, and then I thought maybe they'd given us like half the amount of time to play in Rush. You know, like half the amount of time in the actual games. But no, it was basically just use quick players. So I played one game of that. And that was enough for me. Yeah, I think Rush is a weird place at the moment, isn't it? And lots of AFK kind of players, people just running off into the corner and that sort of thing. So I headed back into Rivals with my 422 to give Kane and the boys another go here today in an attempt to get up to my 12th win of the week. Essentially, just get finished with Rivals nice and early in the week, kind of win the week early in terms of getting Rivals done, which means then I have a little bit more time to spend in the menus, which is definitely the more enjoyable side of FC25 in my opinion. We all know that the gameplay is quite flawed, But now that we've got like those League SBC, or that League SBC, should I say, and player picks and stuff, maybe there's a little bit of a grind to be done. It might even start all the way back at bronze pack method to try and make some extra coins that way. With the limited budget that I've got right now, I've got like 50, 60,000 coins, something like that. So we're not working on much. But if bronze pack method could get you like the odd sort of 4,000 or 5,000 coin player, that would be absolutely amazing. So a little bit different for Rivals gameplay today. There are some games that I win, some games that I lose. So I think a game that I draw as well in here somewhere. This game, it was so close. Like, both of us were proper going toe-to-toe. And I scored a cheesy goal in the 45th minute, which was like, okay, I got lucky there. And then he gets one right at the end of the game in the 90-something minute. And I was like, just to win the game. I was like, I'd have held out for a draw there, but it doesn't really do much for me. So a draw or a loss is essentially the same thing in my eyes. I know you get a point for a draw, but I'm all about getting the wins in Rivals because that accelerates you towards your point target a lot quicker, doesn't it? So no big deal, and it was actually a relatively enjoyable match, I have to say. Since taking a couple of days off, the games that I've been playing in Rivals, there were some like super freak sweaty games in this, which, you know what, when they went 1 or 2-0 up, I just got out of there. I'm just not going to take it that seriously anymore, you know, like otherwise I think you just end up getting so stressed with it. It's not good for you. But as you can see here, ended up going 3-1 up against this guy. What I did find is that I would go 2-0 up quite often in games, and then my opponents would just come back into it, and I would really struggle. I was up against players that were holding possession really well, finding gaps in my defence, and I was like, wow, what is going on here? How did I manage to go 2-0 up and then start struggling against you? But that game went literally the opposite way. Luckily, I got through a couple more times, made it 4-1, got the quit. So as you can see, we're sort of like, sometimes you'll notice that we're almost back at the checkpoint in Division 4. Sometimes we're pushing our way up. But there's just a variety of results here in my games today. This was a cool squad to come up against, quite different to what I would normally see on this game. Big fan of Gyökeres as well. He's obviously been doing big things for a couple of years now, scoring plenty of goals for whatever club he's been playing for at the time. Coventry, or is he at Sporting, or is he at... Oh, I get mixed up. I think he's at Sporting, right? So I score a power shot there with Rashford. The camera can hardly even keep up. His shots are so powerful, it's ridiculous. And I think I actually had a pretty good session with Harry Kane today. Managed to even get myself a couple of goals with the Englishman, which is nice because he hadn't scored in yesterday's episode, had he? He's basically just getting a few assists and being that that guy that kind of links up the play, which I'm happy for him to be, but I also would like him to score the odd goal or two. So happy to see that he's started to do that for me a little bit. Now, I end up losing 4-2 against that guy. I don't know how many shots I had, but it was a lot. And I should be netting more from the shots that I take. So maybe I'm taking pot shots from outside of the box or something that have like a low XG. Here, nice work from the strikers here between Rashford and Harry Kane. I probably could have hit a finesse with Kane there, but we decided to go back inside to Rashford to hit that power shot. He then runs literally down the other end and scores a goal straight away. And then not much longer after that, he ends up getting through again with Griezmann. This time turning my defender well, to be fair. I didn't expect him to cut inside onto that like 3-star right foot. That's not a very Griezmann-y thing to do. As you can see here, we kind of get lucky with the ball, I think, deflecting through and getting me one-on-one with Donovan, who manages to score. And he's going to do it again here. Well, no, he's not. He's going to knock it in towards Rashford. Even I couldn't tell what was coming next there, and I was the one that played the game. But yeah, I think my opponent gets back into this, and actually, like, we keep swapping scores. As you can see here, he's going to work his way through again. Not quite sure what I'm doing with Van Dijk there, but it's not good enough. I need to get better at that. Almost like tracking, just terrible tracking by me, really. So he turned the game around really quickly, and then I had to resort to the Kane green time finesse, which luckily is obviously very good. And then last kick of the game, I get a free kick with Yaya Toure. You all know how this... you don't know how this ends. It ends in a draw. I thought I'd leave that in there because, you know, when you saw it lining up, you probably thought, oh, he's going to score this and win 5-4. Not today. I messed up the angles. I played it too close to the wall, and we take a 4-all draw, which isn't super helpful considering I still need a point. So I need a win or a draw in this last game here to get me up to my weekly premium rewards or whatever in Division 4. Not going to push towards Div 3. Quite happy down here in Div 4. I'm still finding the game's pretty competitive. No idea what my opponent's goalkeeper was doing there, but Abedi Pele scores a nice little trivela, and then Rashford gets through to bang in a power shot that wasn't timed or was poorly timed, something like that. But that's when my opponent gave up and rage quit, which I was pretty happy about, and we can take a little 2-0 victory, which gets me up to the 35 points. Well, 37 in fact. Can I get better rewards for getting more points there? But yeah, as you can see, we are now done with rivals for the week, and I'm done with the team in this layout. I think I play better in the 4-4-2. Luckily, Donovan can play right mid and Abedi Pele can play left mid. So I'll show you in a minute what we're going to do with the team. It's not going to look much different at all, but it will just line up in that preferred 4-4-2 formation. So I have 10 player picks to start you off here, or to end the episode with, should I say. Slightly shorter episode today, although it took me hours and hours to get all the footage for it. So maybe I was playing the game for quite a long time. Who knows? We get an inform, so that's a dub. It makes this kind of worth it straight away because I know that is somewhat valuable. We're now looking for either walkouts, promo cards, more informs, just anything like that. Anything special would be much appreciated. Good fodder, that sort of thing. So we get Gilles, Nuno Mendes, we get who was in the last one? We get a Caruso here, we get, oh yeah, Leon Bailey in that one. Halfway through now, and we end up getting ourselves a Sorloth. That's not great. You certainly want higher than 82, but these are 1 of 3 77 plus, so you can't guarantee it. That's good. To get another inform, we're now 2 informs into this this little batch, and then it wouldn't let me open it, so I had to sort of back out, go back in again, which kind of messed up my whole open one, miss one, open one, miss one thing, but is what it is, right? So I just decided to open them all in a row to end things off. Those 2 weren't great. Come on, give me like a walkout or a promo in this final one. Surely at least a walkout like Kimmich or something. Yes, there we go. It's almost as though I've already opened it and I knew. But yeah, so I was actually pretty happy with that. This is what I'm going to do with the team. I don't know whether I'll really use her much, but I put a Billy in for Jack Taylor just for now because I've got a timed loan for literally a couple more days. And then when I get to Lilian Thuram in the season pass, I'm going to leave him until I feel like I would need or want to use him. But I don't think he's getting in over Harry Clark. Your boy's a beast. Anyway, yeah, I think that looks kind of good in the 4-4-2 right there. Maybe that lines up just a little bit better. And I have to say, Abedi Pele, great hero. Donovan, great hero. Kane and Rashford up top seem to be a decent duo. I don't really have many complaints about my team, if I'm honest. Probably Martinez in goal I don't really like. Maybe we go back to good old Tim Howard, the most capped player at the club. I don't know why that we're just saluting him for doing a good job, even though half the time he does a terrible job. My friends, we've come towards the end of the episode for today. If you have enjoyed, please do me a tiny little favor, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe as well to my channel if you are new. Cheers, and don't forget all my social links are down below. We've got Black Friday coming up later on in this month, my friends, so keep an eye out for, well, I'll keep you guys in the loop with anything good going on Black Friday. There's normally a good promo, obviously, on FC. We'll see what happens, shall we? My friends, I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode. I look forward to seeing you then. Probably going to be some more player picks, hopefully an Evo or 2 as well. That'd be good, wouldn't it? I'll see you then. Peace.